Hello Wanderers, welcome to a brand new and a first for the channel Mountain Blade Bannerlord roleplay series where we will be following the story of Stalbjorn of Clan Hrafnsvittir. Stalbjorn hails from a prominent Nord family from the lands to the north, and his father was once a great warrior who captured a piece of the Imperial Dragon Banner, a piece of the banner which is now in the hands of Stalbjorn. However, a clan opposed to his family sent raiders to attack them. His parents were killed, and his younger brother and sister were both taken to be slaves. Now, Stalbjorn and his older half-brother, bastard brother Cord, have gone in search of their missing family members. Stalbjorn, despite being not even yet 16 years of age, is going after those who attacked his family, and that path has led him to Ostican, where he hopes to find information on his younger sister's whereabouts. Now, in order to do that, we are strolling through the streets of Ostican, and we hear some voices coming from a side alley. We turn to look, and we see three rough-looking men accosting an older man in a cloak. His gaze shifts quickly from one to the other, and his body is tense, as though he is going to spring into action. You sense a fight is about to start. Now, we think that this man has information for us on our sister's whereabouts, so we should probably intervene in this matter here. All right, let's go and see what the issue is here.
Listen, you lot, I'm in a bit of a hurry. If I give you a penny each, will you stop pestering me,
You're Gunnar of Lagshofen, aren't ye? We got a message from the Sea Hounds for you.
You've got a message from those curs. Out with it then. What's your message?
The message? The message is that you will die, you damn fool.
And how should I die then? Of old age? While you three work up the courage to attack a wizened graybeard? Go on. You've delivered your message. Now scamper off.
We'll send you down to the Pale One's hungry halls. Right now. Kill him, boys!
All right, looks like we're gonna have to get involved real quick here to assist this guy. Now, we have been trained in battle, so we should be able to take these guys out here. We were trained by our father, and we are quite capable of defending ourselves and others, as you can very clearly see.
By my blood! Damn, that hurts. Ugh. I think I'm all right, though. Thank you.
It's good to know. I mean, man's covered in blood, but
I am Gunnar of Lagshofen, from the Nordvig lands.
Yeah, we're from the Nordvig lands as well.
I've come to this port seeking warriors and a ship. These men we fought were allies of a pirate gang who called themselves the Sea Hounds. They have been raiding and slaving along the Nordvig's shores, and I intend to go to war with them.
So the Sea Hounds were the ones who were enlisted to capture our family, which is exactly why we have sought out Gunnar here.
The Sea Hounds and I have history, and nowadays they hate my guts as fiercely as I hate theirs. Somebody must have sent word of my whereabouts to their local friends, as these lowlifes had a mind to do me in. Again, you have my thanks for evening the odds.
Did you say slave raids? My brother and sister were taken in one.
I know what it's like to lose family to slavers. If you're still searching, look to the Sea Hounds. They've got their hands in most of the slaving that happens along these coasts.
Okay, well, let's have him tell us a little bit more of these Sea Hounds.
It's hard to believe now, but they were once my brothers in arms. Years ago, we fought side by side in the last great rebellion in the north. Most of the clans and many freemen like myself refused to bow to Volbjorn the Usurper, as he was then called. But Volbjorn knew how to speak to men's desires. He won over the bigger clans with promises of land and silver, And when summer came and he brought a fleet to give us battle, he had with him so many longships that their sails covered the horizon. We still fought them, of course, but their numbers were too many to beat.
If they were your brothers, then why do you risk so much to hunt?
They dishonor what we fought for. I'm no stranger to battle. I'll kill when I must. But they murder for pleasure, thinking the All-Father rewards bloodthirst. He wants warriors, not hounds.
Well, what are you going to do now?
I mean to gather up some of my kin and friends to go against the Sea Hounds. Just a few days ago, I ran into an old comrade of mine here in Ostican. He is called Purig, and he happens to own a fast ship. He promised to help me capture a Sea Hound ship and put together a crew.
Oh, I wonder if we can join you.
So, I'm going to make you a proposal. Perhaps you'd like to come with us. I can't guarantee we'll find your kin, but I can promise a good fight. And if we win, a bit of fine loot. And, well, if you'd ever had an interest in learning how to handle a ship, you won't find any better school than these northern seas.
I mean, this does seem like the best way for us to find more information on our sister. So I think I will join you, Gunnar, and we can hunt together.
You can find Purig in the tavern and introduce yourself. I should go get myself cleaned up and get ready to travel.
Cleaned up. Yeah, you are looking a little bloody, although that does actually look pretty badass. All right. So we got our first, I'm pretty sure we killed somebody in that battle. So that may have been Stalbjorn's first time actually killing somebody. So, you know, that's gonna stick with him for a bit, I'm sure. But he is driven to find his family. So we're gonna go and visit the tavern here. Let's go and see if we can find this man, Purig. So we see some interesting
Peace
people
to you,
here.
stranger. What is your name?
Dashval the Golden. I'm Stalbjorn. My father is Itham, son of Thamuk, who was son of Munbilas, the elder son, mind you, not the younger, and he was the son of Numain of the mountain. That is not the less illustrious ones of that name, and he was son of Zais. Now, some people will tell you that Zais was born out of wedlock, but those are lies. He was the legitimate son of Gutan, and Rasad Ban Gutan doesn't deserve that name. He should be called the Bastard, not Zais. Anyway, as for Gutan's father, well, not everyone knows this, but it's really going on long. Of course I am. This is fascinating, but tell me of your own deeds. Ah, yes. Well, it would be beneath someone with a lineage like mine to pledge allegiance to the current Parvenis who calls themselves the Emirs of the Asarai. So I will fight for those who pay me my value in dinars, good noble dinars. Well, unfortunately, we don't really have the money nor the necessary need for someone of this man's character, but perhaps we can go and seek him out another day. Ah, of course. Here we have him, Purig, a Nord warrior if I've ever seen one. Let's have a word with this man.
So, who are you then?
I'm Stalbjorn. Gunnar sent me. I helped him out in a fight. He said he planned to sail with you.
Huh. A fight, you say? Gunnar and you won, huh? He's alive?
Yes, and we defeated 3 Sea Hounds. Now, I wish to sail with you.
Well, good for you two. Gunnar is a tough old goat and rather hard to kill. I shall have to ask him about it when I get the chance. So, yes, I agreed to help him in his little feud with the Sea Hounds. For old time's sake, I've got my ship and men ready to sail. If you're indeed of a mind to go with us, well, I'm happy to take you. But I've only got room for you. So if you've got any traveling companions, you'll need to leave them in this port. I'm sure you'll be back soon to rejoin them, safe and sound.
Well, luckily we don't have any companions, so... But let's ask a little bit more of this Purig. Did you also fight in this rebellion with Gunnar? I imagine, well, we probably know of this rebellion. I imagine our father fought in this rebellion.
I did. We started out as young men with nothing but our swords, our sweet mistress the sea, whispering promises of wealth and glory in our ears. We served no kings and had no lords, and those were fine times. Then old Stalbjorn brought down the full weight of the North on our brotherhood. Against those odds, we could not fight, but some of our comrades weren't quite ready to abandon that life. And they turned pirate and became the Sea Hounds.
Let's see.
Now, Gunnar says they're even worse than the king and the jarls we fought, preying upon the farmers and the fishermen of the coast. There's no honor in attacking the weak, he told me so many times. And he's right, of course, but it's just so much easier to take their wealth.
I mean, that's Nord Raiders words for you. But I think that we are ready to make sail. Let's
come down to the ship with me then. Wind and tide are with us, and I won't tarry long.
Very well.
My brothers, I hope this letter finds you well. I told you that I might soon ask you to join me in Ostican. That time has now come. Let me tell you what has befallen me since we last parted. I have been trying to gather warriors here to help us fight the Sea Hounds. I was lucky to find one very capable and brave soul who came to my help when they ambushed me in an alley. This warrior has a sister who was enslaved along this coast and agreed to join me in my hunt, in the hope of learning more about her whereabouts. I had planned to sail out of Ostican with our old comrade, Purig. I considered myself very fortunate to have found him. Here was a warrior with a ship who shared my hatred of the Sea Hounds, ready to sail with me. But I had misjudged him. He was instead the lowest form of traitor, a man whose feigned camaraderie concealed a contempt for all that we value. The first night on the open sea, we were woken up by Purig's men holding knives to our throats. Purig had struck a deal with the Sea Hounds, and he intended to hand me over to them to be tortured and killed. He was always ambitious, and seemed eager to win favor with what he imagined to be a new power in the north. I am sorry, old friend, he said, but the Sea Hounds are strong and rich, and I think you always wanted to die spitting defiance at your foes. This was the last he spoke to me. His men chained us to the oars. The sea was calm and the weather hot. They made us row hard, and we suffered greatly as we cruised the coast looking for merchantmen. Presumably Purig wished to appear before the Sea Hounds with a prize or two in his hands to make more of an impression. In this way, his plan was undone by his greed. On the third day, we came across a stubby trading Gunnar and gave chase. As we closed, the Gunar's crew first started to dump their cargo and then their own selves, as the pirates were shooting them with their bows. Eventually, we caught the Gunnar. Purig sent us as oar slaves to his prize, alongside some crew who hadn't jumped, with some pirates to guard us as he gathered up all the floating cargo. That was a mistake. His men found some casks of wine aboard the Gunnar and failed to chain us properly. Purig's Snekja by then was some distance away, and we realized that if we wanted to end our miserable ordeal... Your chain is loose.
Ended a bit abruptly there, but it seems as though we have our opportunity to escape. We're gonna have to, take down, I guess, a couple of these guards here. Free ourselves from our chains. Alright, let's see if we can take down these guards here with just our chains. They have axes, which is unfortunate. Oh boy, alright. Hopefully these guys are probably drunk from celebrating their victory there. So we managed to pull off a little bit of a victory. Let's help free our companions here. Alright, let's get them all freed up. I guess some of these people were from the other ship, or from this ship, I suppose, that was just captured. Taken as slaves, wow.
Well done. That's twice now you've gotten me out of a bad spot.
So, we were betrayed by Purig, but luckily we've still got Gunnar on our side here.
Well, normally I'd say we put as much distance between us and Purig as quickly as we can. But those merchants are still out there floundering in the waves. We can't leave them there. I can get the sail up. Take the steering oar. Let's see if we can get them out of the water.
Alright, well, Stalbjorn would have had some experience on ships with his father, I'm sure. So we should be able to manage the steering oar here. Let's go and make our way over to it. Alright, let's control the ship. We're getting all the regular tutorials here.
Can you see those poor lads thrashing in the water
Let's
over
go
there?
and rescue these poor folks here. Got our ship ready to sail. I do enjoy sailing in this mode. It is a little bit more cinematic. Let's rescue these first few prisoners.
Right. Now, let's slow down so they can climb aboard.
Let them swim up. And see them. There they are, climbing aboard. Alright.
There's
First
two
member.
more of
Oh
them
god.
over there.
There's a
Let's go
guy.
fish them out.
He's looking pretty rough in there. Alright, let's go and head towards the other ones. Let's slow down here.
Right. Now, let's slow down so they can climb aboard.
Got it, Gunnar. Alright. Other companions there climbing aboard. Alright.
Oh, thank you. Heaven be praised. We thought we'd escape the arrows, only to be drowned by the waves. Heaven protect us all.
Well, luckily you had Gunnar and I here.
Think nothing of it, lads. You've done the same for us, one sailor for another. So look, lads. Purig is still around, but I suspect he's overladen and undermanned. I doubt he can find us before nightfall, which is good because I don't think we can outfight him. By my reckoning, we're still not far from Ostican. So, row, my boys, for Ostican and safety.
Yeah, let's get out of here and regroup, I guess, and figure out a new plan, considering we just barely escaped a lifetime of slavery ourselves.
Let's row into harbor and tie her up.
Oh wow, we were quite a ways away from Ostican, but we should be able to make it there, hopefully without any trouble here. Alright, so here we are arriving in Ostican once more with our newly captured vessel. We return to Ostican Harbor and tie our ship up at the pier. Besides the Vlandian traders and fishing vessels, lies a small Nordic longship. Gunnar tells you that some of his comrades have responded to his call to hunt the Sea Hounds. He tells you he needs to dictate a letter to some others and asks you to meet him later in the port. Alright, well, let's talk to Gunnar in the port.
Well, I sent off my letter, and I spoke to some men from my homeland who have just arrived. They are sick of Sea Hound raids and ready to join us in our hunt. I'm afraid we cannot take your own companions, however. There's not enough room on the ship, and my men aren't willing to trust their lives to any other vessel in these northern seas.
Well, luckily, once again, we don't have any other companions.
I recommend you make ready to sail again soon, but we have a bit of time.
Well, let's ask him some questions, such as who are these allies he speaks of, and to whom is he writing this letter?
The ones with us now are farmers from the island of Baneland, near my village at Laxorten. They are good men and well motivated. That coast has suffered greatly at the hands of the Sea Hounds, but they are not warriors who live for battle. The letter, though, was addressed to one of my very old friends, Bjolgur of Agelting. When he left the rebellion, he chose neither peace nor banditry. He chose instead to join the Skolderbruda, the Shield Brothers. Rather than fight for a king, he said he would fight for whoever pays him. A king may turn out to be unworthy of his warrior's valor, but gold is never unworthy. I do not pretend that I see eye to eye with Bjolgur on all things, but he, like me, prefers to match his skill against other warriors. and he has kin in Vineland. He will not come immediately, as he must take permission from his brotherhood. But when he does come, we will be very glad of his help.
Well, hopefully he does come soon.
I recommend you make ready to sail again soon. But we have a bit of time.
Okay, well, I do want to know more of Gunnar's past with the Sea Hounds, considering what just happened to us and the fact that we were almost made slaves of them, or slaves, which is probably one of the worst things.
I suppose I have time for an old war story or two, if you're truly of a mind to hear.
Why not? Let's learn more of Gunnar.
As I told you, we fought together against old King Volbjorn. Many of us were from Vineland and other parts of the Nordvig, where even the Jarls tread lightly. A man who called himself our king. Well, we weren't having any of that. We didn't call ourselves the Sea Hounds back then, but we flew the Dog's Head banner to show our loyalty to each other and to our cause. We fought, but we lost in a great battle in Falvik Bay. I and 100 other captives were led before Volbjorn, and the king ordered his men to take our heads. A dozen or so were killed before me, so I had time to think up something to say. As they held me down to receive the blow, I told Volbjorn that it was a good thing I'd eaten not long ago, so I could let him know directly from the high hall what sort of feast they'd prepared for him there. I thought he'd order me cut open or flayed, but instead Volbjorn laughed and told me that he liked my metal. He'd spare my life and the lives of the rest of my comrades, so long as I swore an oath not to take up arms against him again. Volbjorn had made his point with a dozen headless bodies at his feet, and men paying the land tax or serving in his armies were of more value to him than corpses. If I swore, 100 of my comrades could return to their families. So I swore.
So Gunnar is not only bold, but also an honorable man in his own sense.
Some of our number never showed up at the battle, however. I can imagine how it went for them after that. Mocked in taverns or in scraps of songs sung by children.
Perhaps well deserved.
The North is not forgiving of those who throw away their good name. Their old life where they were feared rather than scorned must have seemed much sweeter in comparison. And of course they conceived a great resentment against those of us who faced death and showed them up as cowards. These are the ones who became the Sea Hounds, who aimed to steal the wealth and glory that they failed to win in battle. I recommend you make ready to sail again soon, but we have a bit of time.
I am aware. Why did Purig turn on him?
I do not know for sure. If I had ever knowingly given him insult, I never would have sailed on his ship.
It's just doing it because an opportunist, perhaps.
A true warrior to my mind knows his own mettle. He does not need others to remind him of his honor. He knows that sometimes in war you suffer bad luck. Your ship arrived late. You were carried away in the rush of a rout. You were defeated by a king with forces far greater than your own. Other men, on the other hand, crave glory. They must hear the cheers of townsfolk and wear gilded armor given to them by kings. They must be envied by other men, and if they aren't, they may hear a little voice in their head telling them that they can steal this glory, that they can slay the weak and take their wealth and buy the respect that they crave. That voice spoke to Purig. He gave into it, and it twisted his heart into something truly dark. He is a husk of a man filled only with ambition and wounded pride, all concealed beneath a fair face and a friendly laugh.
I actually gotta say, I'm quite enjoying the writing here for Gunnar. It's a good story so far.
I recommend you make ready to sail again soon.
All right, that's all I have to
a bit of
ask.
time.
What's gonna be our next move, Gunnar?
Well, I do not think we will have to go very far to start our hunt. A pair of ships have been patrolling off our coast, robbing passing fishermen. And I'd wager one of my eyes to a bale of herring that they're Sea Hounds. They scatter like minnows whenever a real warship sets out, but I think that my men's little vessel will be prey much to their liking.
All right, well, I mean, we need to be bold, and they do have my sister prisoner still, so let's sail out, see if they're Sea Hounds, and sink or take them if they are.
Right. To the ship, then.
Let's do it. All right. Hey, we've got 42 men. Not too bad. Let's take a look at our party. Yeah, we've got these Beinlandsk feared men and Beinlandsk archers. Not too bad. I'll move Gunnar up here as well. He's well armored, which is good. I mean, better armored than we are here, but you know, that's fine. Imagine
that ship out there, raising sail to intercept
All right,
us.
well, it's going to be a night battle as well. As you sail out of Ostican harbor, you spot a single ship anchored just offshore. As soon as it sights you, it runs out its oars and steers to intercept your course. It's not waiting for it is not waiting for its partner, and is probably not expecting you to put up much of a fight. Well, little do they know that we are about to spring a trap on them.
We're just a fishing vessel. All right now, boys. Let's show them that their prey has teeth of its own.
So we're gonna sail towards them here.
Get us close so we can
This
board.
young boy among the warriors preparing for battle. All right. There we go. Alright, we gotta prepare. We're gonna join the battle, I guess, too. Let's see if we can get a kill in here. Oh, there we go. Took one down. Pretty fierce battle being fought in the water here, though. Oh, we went overboard. Can we climb up somewhere? Gotta make our way back up onto this ship here. Our men make quick work of the pirates. As the fighting dies down, you find that the Sea Hounds were carrying captives bound and stashed beneath the rowing benches. You cut their bonds and help them to their feet as our lookouts scan the waters for any sign of the second ship. We're probably pulled out of the water looking a little bit bedraggled ourselves, having been knocked overboard. A little bit embarrassing, but I do imagine that the warriors would be fairly proud of the fact that we did get ourselves a kill in there as well, so.
That's one Sea Hound defeated, but the other can't be too far away. We captured a second ship, though. It's a Snekja. It should be quick and nimble. How about you cross over and take the helm? I'll keep command of our old Gunnar.
All right, we'll take this more smaller and nimble Snekja.
Splendid! I think I see them. Untie our ships and let's have at it.
Okay, so we need to get over onto the command. All right. And then we'll cut ourselves free here. Okay. All right, freeing ourselves up. It's
I'll
pretty
let
cool,
you
actually.
decide how to fight this one. Maneuver a bit, or just go straight at them.
I think that we want to.
Troops!
I guess we'll just send them right in. We'll approach them from both sides. I think that's probably the smartest plan of action here. Gonna board. Oh, nice. Got another one. We're gonna... Oh, that guy just went down hard. be brave and board the enemy ship here. This guy's coming right for us. He's a big man too. All right, let's take down the last one there. Oh, nice. I don't know where the other guy's ship. They didn't bother boarding, but how? Regardless, damn, we did prove ourselves in that battle for sure. We are victorious once again. Gunnar, meanwhile, inspects the fallen pirates and soon finds one who is only lightly wounded and able to speak.
I'm new at this, my lord. I'm no pirate. I'm just a farmer who fell on hard times. I signed on with this ship in Varcheg a month ago. They told me we'd be trading grain and ivory across the Beatic. I didn't know we'd be attacking honest folk like yourselves. Listen, these Sea Hounds are trolls and demons, not men. I want no part of this anymore. Spare me, and I promise I'll go back to my old life.
I'm looking for my sister. Let me know how to find her, and we will spare your life.
We purchased some slaves from some bandits in Ostican. We were planning on selling them onward to another buyer further south along the coast. Perhaps your sister was one of them? Will you spare me?
Are you really a farmer now? Calluses such as those on your hands are made by oars, not plows. And I see a scar on your sword arm that doesn't look like it came from the kick of a mule. Indeed, I might even recall your name. Ralgar Eelnose, is it not?
Gunnar of Lagshofen. 3 of your old shipmates have we visited Walraven. 1 died well. The others... It's said that your people are mean and stingy hosts. But those 2 gave us some fine entertainment.
Oh yeah, the story was all bullshit, as we immediately suspected.
As for you, friend of Gunnar, I told you where to seek your sister. Best rescue her quick, or she may take a liking to one of our brave lads.
Ooh, I don't like that.
And give you a litter of sea puppies. So there you have it. I fulfilled my end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Put me ashore.
Yeah, you lied. The bargain is void. Gunnar, do what you will with him. So, presumably, cut the man's throat and threw him overboard. And with that, I think we can return to Ostican once more. But I think that is where we will end today's episode and continue the story of Stalbjorn in the following, hopefully finding more clues as to the whereabouts of our sister. And we also have to wonder what is the fate of our brother Cord and his search for our youngest sibling as well. Guess we'll have to find out more in the next episode. So until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.